we go. Let's turn this into some floating shelves. All right, to make these shelves, we're going with super simple construction, using my track saw to crosscut and then my table saw to rip them down into rough widths. So with these being miter rep shelves, I need to tilt the bevel adjustment on the table saw over to just over 45 degrees. Next up, I'm going to rip the tops and bottoms down to their final width, just about 9 inches, and then I'll do the fronts, just about 2.5 inches. And on the fronts, I'll need to cut both sides. Next, I need to cut the grain wrap on the front. I use my table saw for that. And then I need to cut the 45 degree on the tops and bottoms. When preparing for the glue up, tape is going to be your friend. So you can see here I'm using blue painter's tape, going long ways and then coming back across in a cross-hatched pattern on the front, just to make sure all of that stays nice and tight. I'll flip it over here and then I will start with the process of gluing in the blocking. So for the blocking, I'm just using scrap plywood I had laying around, and I'm gluing these in with Starbond CA glue. The thickness of these just need to match the thickness of the bracket that I'm mounting to the wall. Next, I'm going to liberally apply some Titebond 3 into the miters and then fold the miter up just to make sure that glue is spread out equally. I also want to put some glue on the blocking pieces and then I fold it over, use some clamps just to keep it nice and tight, and then let it set to glue up. Last part before sanding is adding on the side pieces, so just glue, and man, look at that miter wrap. Next up, I'll ease the edges, do a quick sand, and then finish. Stay tuned for part 2, where I show you how I install these.